All right, what's going on? Good morning, Freedom Achievers. Before we dive into today, I want to invite you to something very powerful. It's our free school community at krealestateCommunity.com. If you are in real estate, sales, or business, and you want to surround yourself with people who are learning, growing, and pushing forward, this is your space. We share resources, training, accountability, and real conversations that help you level up. So when you finish this call, please make sure that you join us there. It's free, it's real, and it's waiting for you. Now let's get into today's message. Happy Monday. I want to talk to you about something that's been heavy in my heart and something I know that many of you struggle with. I see it for myself. It's being your authentic self. Not the version that you think people want, not the version that bends to avoid hurting somebody's feelings, not the version that people play safe with just to fit in. I'm talking about the real you. The one with morals, your character, your beliefs, your personality, the version of you that was built to lead. Here's the truth. You will never please everyone. No matter how much you do, no matter how perfect you try to be, someone somewhere is going to disagree with you, dislike you, or straight up hate on you. So stop trying. Because if you're trying to please everyone, you're going to lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose your power, you lose your voice, you lose your edge. The people who are meant to be with you, who share your values and respect your character, they will find you. But they'll find you if you keep, or they won't find you if you keep hiding who you really are. So let's be honest about something. Real estate professionals, salespeople, entrepreneurs, we struggle with authenticity. Why? Because this industry often tells us to be a chameleon, to bend, to shift, to mold ourselves into whatever we think the client wants us to be. We're told to dress in a certain way, to speak in a certain way, to post the same cookie cutter content and copy the proven script. And while systems and structure are important, what ends up happening is that we lose our own identity. We lose the part of us that makes us memorable. The part of us that makes people say, that's why I want to work with them. Let me give you some examples. Look at people like Gary Vee. Love him or hate him, he is himself. Loud, raw, unfiltered. And because of that, millions follow him. Millions trust him and millions buy from him. Look at Alex Hormozi. He wears the same cutoff shirt, talks bluntly, gives away his best stuff for free. And a lot of people can't stand it. But guess what? The ones who get it, they're obsessed with him. Even in our own industry, we look at real estate professionals who lean into who they are. Some create massive followings just by dancing on TikTok, and others create it by being blunt and tough love. Others for being funny, and some by being educators. Some are even hip hop artists. They're not everyone's cup of tea, but they are somebody's favorite drink. And that is what matters. Authenticity attracts. It creates a buzz. It creates loyalty. It creates opportunity. And yes, it also creates haters. But listen, if you don't have haters, you probably don't have enough visibility either. So here's what my encouragement to you is this week. Be true to your colors. Be bold about who you are. Because one day, if you spend too long pretending, you may look in the mirror and not even recognize the person staring back at you. Don't lose yourself trying to win everyone else. Stand tall in your values. Lead with your heart. Serve with authenticity. And watch how the right people will be drawn to you. So here's your challenge this week. Post something that's 100% you. Not the version that you think will get you likes, the version that reflects on your authentic self. Screw the likes. Have at least one conversation this week where you don't filter yourself to avoid hurting somebody's feelings, but you speak truth with love and respect. Reflect on it at the end of the week. Did I operate as my authentic self, or did I compromise to please others? Because this world doesn't need another copy. This world needs you. Freedom Achievers, authenticity is a superpower. Lean into it, live it, lead with it. This week, stop trying to please everyone, stand in your truth, and remember, the right people will always be drawn to the real you. Now let's go crush it this week. And again, don't forget to join our free community at krealestatecommunity.com, where authenticity, leadership, and growth are celebrated every single day. The scrolling right there on the bottom, so you can't miss the link. It's kcommunity or krealestatecommunity.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say something to finalize this. I promise you, it is sometimes difficult to be the authentic you because you fear you will lose people by being the authentic you, that you have to hide parts of yourself that maybe not everyone will agree with. I once had a mentor, and I'll finish with this. I once had a mentor who was helping me launch my podcast, and he was helping me understand the things that I should discuss. And he asked me one simple question. He said, what are some definitely non-negotiable things that you would never discuss on your podcast? And I immediately, because my brain said so, and my brain said so because people said so, and people said so because it was the common cookie cutter theme, I said politics and religion. And at that time, there wasn't as much political talk as there is today. It was a time where we just didn't talk about it. And he said to me, why not? I said, oh my gosh, I am who I am, and I believe what I believe, and my religion is what it is, and I don't want to push people away because of that. And he goes, but do you realize that you are those things, your religion and your political views, because of your morals and your beliefs? And I said, yeah, that's true. And he said to me, then talk about them. Because for every person that decides to hate on you and not follow you anymore, 10 people who did not know those were your morals and beliefs and believe in you and the way that you believe will follow you and want to work with you and understand that you're being your most authentic self. And that spoke tenfold to me. It spoke so loudly to me that I hope that story also speaks loudly to you. Don't be afraid to be a voice. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Do not be a sheep. Be a lion. I'm wishing you guys a wonderful, wonderful, and incredible week.